What up? What up? What up? It's Rec League Podcast, man. I go by Randy Little. If you new to this, welcome. Um, we talk movies. There is nothing professional. There is nothing polished. There is nothing sharp about this show. The way I just hit the table and the camera just shook, it's staying in. I'm not editing it out. It is this episode. I mean, y'all know what it is if you've been around. You know what I mean? We going into season 9 soon. Been doing this since 2018. For the love of the game. For fun. Me, E-Sig, Rocket Raccoon, and we talk movies. And this is like I say on wax later on. This is a freestyle episode. The guiding topic is new releases. Disclosure Day, Masters of the Universe, Scary Movie, Supergirl, Toy Story, Minions, whatever. We're just talking, reacting, spoiling. So there's your warning. If you haven't seen some of these movies, go away, see them, come back, kick it with us. And we just chopping it up, having fun. There's homies hanging out, talking movies. So throw us a like, throw us a dislike, throw us a 5-star, throw us a 1-star, throw us a thumb up, a thumb down. It's all love. I try not to get mad at one over their opinion. If this is the worst podcast you ever heard, feedback is appreciated. Recently in the cinema, over the last 2 weeks, on the 26th of June, on the 26th of June, Jackass Best and Last, and Supergirl. Both of those reviews are on my channel. Not on July the 3rd, on July the 1st, Minions and Monsters came out. Got a review for that too. Upcoming, the 10th of July, we got the live-action Moana. I think this looks fun. It is pointless. It is a cash grab. I strongly feel like The Rock went into Disney and was like, hey, I need a hit. Let's make a live-action Moana. And it's coming out. The 17th of July, right before the next episode, The Odyssey comes out. New Christopher Nolan event viewing. Let's take it back to Tuesday, July the 23rd for physical media. I see a Hairspray. The original Hairspray got a Criterion. I see a Slither Steelbook. 50 First Dates and Click got the 4K upgrade. I assume that's what Shout Factory did with What Dreams May Come. I don't know what Desperate Living is, but that's also Criterion. Let me see. Kino Lorber put out Major Pain. The Last Showgirl starring Pamela Anderson got a physical. The I Know What You Did Last Summer TV show got a physical. And then this past Tuesday, June the 30th, Arrow put out that Mortal Kombat 4K box set. I see the Money Pit off 4K from Shout. It was just an accident. Criterion, They Will Kill You. A Child's Play Steelbook, which I assume is a re-release. Pretty Maids all in a row from Warner Archive. Crime 101, underrated banger this year. The 1976 King Kong got an upgrade. Got a 4K upgrade. Is that it? Kiss of the Spider-Woman, directly from Kino Lorber. Odd release. The Covert Affairs TV show got a Blu-ray box set. Night Patrol. I think it's Werewolves. I know CM Punk is in it. I wanted to see it. I haven't. This upcoming Tuesday is what? July the 7th. I see The Getaway. I want to say that's Kino Lorber too. I know it's a boutique label. The Drama from A24 finally comes out. Evil Dead Steelbook. Dead Man's Wire. I know it's Bill Skarsgård. I know it takes place in Indiana, and I think it's some like Dog Day Afternoon type shit. Fuzz. I kind of want to see Fuzz. Fuze. I mean, that's it for the 7th. So the 14th, bro. If you want to buy anything on the 14th of July, go take out a loan, because we got Obsession. We got Alice Doesn't Live Here on Criterion. We got HUD on Criterion. We got The Office, the Superfan extended episodes. Student Bodies on 4K. Normal with Bob Odenkirk. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. We got Michael. Howard the Duck Steelbook. The Christophers from Steven Soderbergh. Deep Water from Rennie Harlan. Queen of the Ring. That's coming out directly from Kino Lorber. And Emily Bett Rickards from Arrow, like, stars as like a pro wrestler. Like, I wanted to see this movie for like a year and a half. Animal Farm. I'm gonna say that is about it for upcoming physical media releases. So I'll be back, squad with me, and we gonna be talking theatrical recent releases. It's Rec League. Back at it. Same squad as last episode. Sigmund, Rocket Raccoon. Hello.
What's up?
We could just continue talking about what we was talking about when we stopped recording. Y'all remember what we was talking about at the end of the episode last time? Eric dipped out because he was too good for us. Eric, how was Supergirl?
I don't know.
Okay, cool, because we gonna get into it. We've all seen, that's all I wanted to do this episode, was just catch up on like recent releases. So if you listening, if you watching, and I moved my hand toward the wrong device when I said those words, if you haven't seen Disclosure Day, if you haven't, I don't know if we've all seen Toy Story. Eric?
No, I have not.
Okay, we'll skip Toy Story. If you haven't seen Supergirl, if you haven't seen Jackass,
plenty of those at work, but
I don't expect y'all to have seen Jackass best or last. We're not talking about Jackass. No,
what about
no slight to Jackass. Minions. I don't expect y'all to have seen Minions. So we're gonna spit an hour and a half on Disclosure Day and Supergirl.
Let's see. We talk about
if we make it that far.
Backrooms.
Fuck Backrooms. That shit came out in May.
That's still
I'm talking about since the Father's Day holiday and Nick's work schedule kind of fucked up how we all can get together. I just want to talk about the movies that have come out in like the last 3 to 4 weeks. Because we hit the episode before Father's Day, and me and Rocket were talking about Spielberg. So it was like like getting hyped for Disclosure Day.
So we're talking about Masters of the Universe.
We can. Even though it's outside of... Have we all seen Masters of the Universe? Have we all seen Scary Movie?
I've seen Masters of the Universe.
Something happened with Scary Movie. It was kind of embarrassing.
Spit that shit.
No, so I saw...
It's not more embarrassing than the movie itself.
So I went to see, I guess it's a sneak preview, the secret movie, Gail Daughtery and the Celebrity Sex Package. Everybody give me the same look, like, what the hell is that? I'm like,
you know what's funny you say that, Eric?
We talked about it last episode. I know what it is. I just want to know the correlation with Scary Movie.
No, I saw that, and my movie theater, I went just theater hopping after that. And I went into one theater, and the new Scary Movie was playing. And it was the scene in the church. That's the scene I walked in on. So, Randy, you familiar with it?
Toward the beginning.
Yeah, that's toward the beginning?
Sean was the only funny actor in that movie.
Yeah.
Sean made me laugh. Everything else fell so flat.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I assume that's at the beginning, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole sinners and coming into the church.
Well, yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
Wow, I assume it must have been toward the end because it was a decent crowd and they seemed just like exhausted. I mean, there was no reaction.
That's rough. 10 minutes sitting there exhausted. That's not good.
I mean, they were just quiet, and it was a decent house.
Bro, like the crazy shit is, Scary Movie and Disclosure Day were scheduled for the same date. Scary Movie bumped up.
Yeah.
Right now, Disclosure Day is my favorite movie of the year. Scary Movie is my least favorite movie of the year.
There you go.
Same day, originally on the same day. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's I don't know.
What else did you
and
hop
what's
into?
crazy is Scary Movie 6 or Scary Movie whatever just outgrossed Scream 7.
Yeah, like it's
Damn.
that's what's crazy to me. Like it's not a good movie. It's doing crazy box office, and the whole marketing was, "Hey, if you're 20 something, we're gonna piss you off." I wonder who's like still flooding out to see this shit a month later.
Here's the thing, though, with come stuff like that. Like I said, Top Gun Maverick started this whole thing. When was, besides this new Scary Movie, when was the last one that came out?
13.
Ooh, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So, what, 13 years ago, almost 15 years. Let's round up. Almost 15 years.
That motherfucker is dog shit.
But that's the thing, is Top Gun Maverick, what, 30-something years, almost 40 years now? When they dropped it, that thing was fantastic. I love Top Gun. I think Top Gun Maverick was better. That said,
Fair.
now you got all these IPs that have been laying dormant for, let's say, 10 plus years. 10 plus years. The first Scary Movie, funny, got it,
Yeah.
cool. The Wayans were always good with spoofs and all that, you know. Also, Eric, I got something for you
What's
about
yeah.
one of the Wayans. So first one's good. Second one wasn't bad.
No.
Yeah, even though it was rushed, which
It was rushed.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad, but you're gonna get, since the first one was good, people coming back to see the second one. Okay. To me, after Scary Movie 3, I'm like, all right, it was good while it lasted. They need to end it. But
Well, take
it
away.
kept on making a little bit of money, kept on making money. The fourth one was, like you said, god awful. So,
you know, the fourth one I could hang in just a bit.
I put 4 over 3. 5 is the one that's one of the worst things I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Right,
You know
it's
something about Part 5? I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
I know Nick
It's
loves
a-
3, but
It's a minor nitpick, but why Roman numeral 5?
Nick pick.
I mean, the
Oh,
other sequels had numbers,
bruh.
so why change it up?
I've been asking the same question for 13 years.
So
I put it in my
Maybe-
Letterboxd review.
But number 2
right?
about Part 5,
Number
I
2.
couldn't even finish it. I think I laughed one time when I literally decided to pull the plug.
Yeah.
I'm just reading Randy's review.
Bitch.
It's like literally.
But you let me say I asked that in my review.
That's funny.
No, go ahead. Shut up.
No, it's funny because like let's bring it to 5. I didn't even watch 5 because I heard so many bad things. I'm like, I'm not even, why? To me, 4 was already not good.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna do this? So now this IP and this franchise lays dormant. 13 years later, now they drop another one. Can they catch lightning in a bottle? And you know, people that love that type of stuff with the Wayans and all that
Yeah.
are gonna, regardless, even if it made all its money the first weekend, those movies are so cheap on the budget in the sense to make
Yeah.
Yeah.
that if they make all their money on the first weekend, or let's say the budget was 60 mil, and over the weekend, domestic, they make 40, they're going to be in the green.
Oh,
Because that's not even worldwide and all that. And it's like, at the end of the day, movies, when you have that low of a budget, which I don't even know what the budget was, that low of a budget,
30.
the minute you make profit, you know, every studio or whatever, let's make another one.
Yeah, they come running.
Copycat League.
Also, Vinegar Syndrome is going to drop. I'm going to get you, sucker.
Yeah, I just saw that. It looks
So
good.
that,
The
okay.
transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to pick that up.
But speaking,
Do you?
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, so far, I don't know if Wikipedia is domestic or worldwide, but it's $219 against a $30 million budget.
That's what I'm saying. So don't be surprised when they pump out another one.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want White Chicks too. Like, Marlon has been advertising all these sequels to all their classics. And the new Scary Movie to me was not funny. So I don't want a White Chick sequel. I don't want a Don't Be a Menace sequel. Like, put out some original shit that I'm just not gonna go see.
I'll be honest with you though. I feel like the Wayans at that time, one of the best spoof movies, Airplane. You get Airplane 2, all that. Great.
Airplane 2 is great.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
But my thing is the Wayans, when they started doing this, they were the best at doing spoof movies. The Wayans were, when they were doing this. And then I don't even know who the hell did that movie with, like, they were spoofing, 300 and all these other ones.
So that's,
date movie, so the Spartans in them.
So let me answer you this. What happened? I mean, we might as well talk about it. So you look at the writing credits for Scary Movie, the very first. It's going to get confusing. Scary Movie from 2000.
Yeah.
The first one.
The very first Scary Movie. It's not confusing.
So you see,
hey, people are stupid. They got to know there's 2 movies called Scary Movie now.
Yeah.
I also feel like people get confused with Scary Movie and Haunted House.
Haunted. Oh, yeah, that's...
I can see them getting confused with those.
That's their problem.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I never saw those. I never saw 50 Shades of Black. I'm saying,
I never saw that.
If Keenan is not involved, it's like Zack Snyder adapting some shit, banger. His own shit, dud. Wayans without Keenan, not very funny. Wayans with Keenan, classic.
Good.
Yes. So, Keenan, Marlon always talks about this. So, the writing credits for Scary Movie, the first one, is Marlon Wayans, Shawn Wayans, Jason Friedberg, and Aaron Seltzer. So, here's a lesson. So, you know how it says, written by Marlon Wayans and spelled A-N-D and Shawn Wayans. And then the ampersand, the symbol for and, it says written by Friedberg and Seltzer. That has a meaning. That means that when it's the ampersand, that means that they didn't write it together.
Got it.
So Marlon Wayans wrote it with Shawn Wayans, but they wrote it separately from Friedberg and Seltzer. And the Weinstein Company, the Mention at the time, they combined the script and had them make the movie.
Okay, smart brother.
So that's the separation. That's why the Friedberg and Seltzer movies after that,
or turds,
collectively sucked.
Yeah.
And that's what Marlon Wayans and Shawn Wayans, their movies were a little bit better. Me, I personally am not a fan of White Chicks.
Same. Okay, I thought it was just me. But my brother and my nephew, they be just saying lines off that.
I have an example.
I don't dislike it. I don't love it.
So who's the standout?
In White Chicks?
In White Chicks. I said White Girls. White Chicks.
That's a different movie.
Yeah.
The Colombian dude at the bodega at the very beginning, he stole the show.
It's another actor who stands out in White Chicks. Always dancing and shit. You know.
John Hurd.
Don't. You overthink it. Come on, Terry Crews, man.
The dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
He said the dude.
The dude. Damon from Friday After Next.
He's got to be the standout, right? Consistently.
Yeah.
In that movie. And it's a joke in that movie. Of course, they were going to go for it. But give me an example of why that joke works, let's say, in one movie and not the other. It's the Wayans' approach overall throughout all of their movies, how they approach a joke. And I think it's their strength, their greatest strength and their greatest weakness. So, in White Chicks, the N-word joke.
When I was watching it, I was thinking that shit. Like, this
now,
would never fly today.
Name me another movie where that joke works that came out in 1998, where a non-black person said it, and why it worked. What's up?
Friday.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. Why does that joke work in Rush Hour?
I'm from out of town.
It's the build-up. As soon as they walk into that bar, Chris Tucker as a term of endearment. He's dapping everybody up, this and that, and Jackie Chan is fish out of water. He's seeing this,
Thinks it's cool.
and then innocently he says it to try to adapt and greet. That's why that joke works. White chicks,
ain't
they do it.
Ain't nobody in Hong Kong saying that.
Yeah.
White chicks is shock value, and that's it. Nothing really builds up to it. It's just the fact that they think white people are saying it, so it's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Wayans have a weakness with no substance, with no weight behind the jokes. They just said because it could be funny for the moment, and that's it. I think that's a weakness with Sean and Marlon when they write. And they have that in common with Freebird and Seltzer. That's why the new Scary Movie is so much like the Freebird and Seltzer other movies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's coming off. That has to be. That's why Airplane is timeless.
Yes.
Because there's weight behind those jokes. Those jokes they're not referencing something that's happened in 1980. They're doing clever sight gags. They're doing great jokes. And Don't Call Me Shirley. There's a reason why that's one of the greatest damn jokes.
It's more like smart ass, wittiness. It's just quick. It's just quick.
Hey, bro.
It's just quick.
46 years, man. That shit is still hilarious.
That's my point.
That's point. Yep, that's the point.
Yes.
But y'all old as fuck though. Y'all was around when that shit came out. I wasn't.
Well, technically, I wasn't born, but
sorry, Rocket. Your fellow old.
No, but seriously, that's my rant on them and why this movie I think is not good. They had the chance to hit it. Even Tim was when
I told y'all on the build up when the marketing started putting out Backrooms posters like Ghostface on the Backrooms wall or whatever the fuck. I started having concerns when the marketing was not funny. Like, bro, I'm worried about a scary movie. And even Nick,
it's like
Nick hit it home.
Nick made a great point.
Them motherfuckers focus too hard on telling you that you're gonna be offended than trying to be funny.
Because the what's the name joke, the initial joke that started the trailer, the they them joke, that should be funny. But it's like they're saying, "Hey, look, we're making fun of this that we know some people don't."
But there's even the joke in the movie. I can't get fired. I'm a DEI hire, and it's like you wanna like really hone in and like try to like get the fucking panties up the ass of the political groups and piss those people off, and it's
but there's ways you can do that.
it's like
once again,
Scary Movie 2000 might be like 85 minutes long. If 78 of those minutes are with credits, I would say like 62 minutes of those are gagging on scary movies. The other 10, 12 minutes, throw a little pop culture thing in there. And then that ratio shrinks every scary movie.
That's a good point, yeah.
They want to hit more on pop culture shit than an actual movie reference. And it felt, I don't know if it's like SNL, but the new one kind of felt like some SNL shit. Scream 22 and Scream 6 are the blueprint, the layout for the movie. But then you got these little one-off scenes where like, we gotta hit weapons. We gotta hit substance. We gotta hit this new shit. We gotta hit Get Out, and it loses the narrative.
Yeah, and that's the Freebird and Seltzer formula. And then you go to ask yourself, like, man, who? Like, it just starts to reference. It's not even a parody. It's just a reference thing. Hey, this is funny because we know that you know what it is. That's not funny.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
But anyway, that scary movie, but.
Well, congratulations for taking the Dookie crown away from Strangers Chapter 3 on my list.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I thought I was going to laugh more. And it's like, bro, like if you're going to see a comedy and you're not laughing, like it's not doing the job. So, can we talk about Disclosure Day without Eric bragging on the size of the screen he watched it on?
That's funny. what I was saying about that.
Funnier than Scary Movie, and I wasn't even trying to be that funny.
Yeah, that's
yeah, it was.
Yeah, so what the heck did you Disclosure Day? You saw it, right, John?
Yes. It's my number 2 movie of the year right now.
Numero dos?
Yes.
I ain't mad. As long as Project Hail Mary is number 1, I ain't mad.
Yeah, that's number 1.
Oh man.
What does it take to be number one?
Oh boy.
Man, I saw a review of that movie. I can't even. Man, so it's interesting the mindset of some people.
Yeah.
They can't go into a movie without.
Ooh, are we gonna talk about therapy?
Oh, oh, that's the back rooms thing. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I thought it was Obsession.
Oh,
That comes out. That comes out
I thought
like
you
in 2 weeks.
Did you
I'll
share the
pick that
Obsession
up.
review or the Backrooms review?
oh man.
You told me.
Oh no,
Obsession.
this is actually somebody. It's not even the person I'm talking about. It's somebody else that usually I agree with, but it's more so something I noticed with disclosure. We're still on Disclosure Day. Disclosure Day. That okay. Let me read the review.
Here we go.
I don't think this person is gonna watch. Well, even if they do, I like to have a discussion. So here's the review. This Disclosure Day.
Let's invite them on.
Israel propaganda. The writing was great. The music was old and boring. The cinematography was weird, but the camera movements was really interesting. I'm not sure if Spielberg is the right guy for these things. Spielberg, the guy who made Close Encounters, E.T., and Waterworld, they're not sure if he's good for these
I
things.
wasn't sure who he was talking about.
Yeah. But anyway, they're not. I'm continuing. I'm not sure if Spielberg is the right guy for these themes, and I think he took the easy way out. And tell me why people were really crying by the end of this movie. Jesus, we're doomed. That's the review. They gave a 2-star review for Disclosure Day.
It sounds like the typical Twitter contrarian bullshit.
The music was old and boring. The great John Williams. But
if John Williams is old and boring, I cannot wait until I'm old and boring.
Yeah, I mean John Williams.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Disclosure Day is.
Don't give me every softball.
Now, what did you give? Let's see. Where's your review, Randy? 4.5. You gave it. Yeah, I gave it 4. I think.
I love because like we don't really like get into like religion and shit on this motherfucker. But like I have always been of the mindset, the Bible. God created Adam and Eve. They fucked up, ruined paradise for us. But I've also thought if God created Earth, created man, then he created all 9 planets, the universe, whatever is further out.
Yeah. The question is literally asked in the movie, and it's a great scene.
And that's where like fuck
the response.
Like this movie was it's like it was like written in my head. Cause it's like we can't be so ignorant of the mindset that we're the only life on 9 planets.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Put it like this. There's a thing that me and my wife discussed this yesterday. Funny that we're talking about it today, but I feel like whether you agree on certain subjects or not, and you're going in to see a movie, whether you agree upon it or not, and I feel the time we live in now, I remember growing up, it's okay for us to agree to disagree and everything is cool. We could have a normal, cordial conversation. And even if I was still strong-headed and minded to what I believe in or what I think is right, I'm going to hear you out to be like, I see where you're coming from. I can see that. I may not agree, but I can still see why you choose that. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, if something is brought up and it doesn't meet your terms, they're wrong. This is bullshit. This is this. This is that.
Disagree with these kids today, you catching death threats.
And I think, is it the scene that you're talking about, Eric, is when the nun responds? She goes, I'm paraphrasing here, but basically, God created us in his image here.
Yeah, she said on Earth.
On Earth, here. He may have created these beings on his image on those places, because that's if he doesn't create them on those that way and those elements,
right,
they don't survive. He created us on Earth here because we could survive. Because this is how remember we also evolved, like everything else. So God is an all being. If he's creating life on different planets in different ways, it's because he's doing that because he knows that's how they can survive.
Fact.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And then I think like with people who are, religious, like I said, hey, I'll be honest with you. I grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic school. I haven't been. The next time I go to church, Jesus is going to jump off the cross because he hasn't seen me in so long. I mean, it's like, it's like I joke around with my mom. My mom is religious here and there, but it's like she's like, "Don't say those things." I'm like, "Mom, I'm joking," So it's at the end of the day, though, I feel like because Spielberg in an interview said, people that are Christians or into Christianity, I'm basically saying I'm going to make them think differently. And I feel like people, when they heard that, they were ready. If they were going to see this movie, they were already going into it pissed off.
Yeah, they were ready to not like it, whatever.
And that's the thing. And I think when you go into a movie, you got to have an open mind. Like I said, whether you agree with it or not, you got to go into it with an open mind. And now, if you do that and you would disagree with it, all right. Today. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's still okay to disagree. If the movie didn't hit you a certain way or whatever, that's fine. And you could say, I didn't like this movie because of this, or I didn't like this movie because of that. But, at the end of the day is I feel like people, once they feel like they get insulted or they take it as an insult, first off, calm the fuck down, relax, and go into this seeing it from a different perspective. Because I think, like I said, the way he did it, I thought it was great. I gave it like a 4 to 5, 8 out of 10. That's what I gave it. And to me, I thought it was great. And I loved how he used the animals, the form of the animals. And as you went on, I'm like, why are there animals? What? And then it clicks.
Yeah.
The animals are the aliens. They're just showing you in that form that's how they approach you. And it was dope how towards the end, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you see the footprints in the snow. I'm just going to leave it at that, how they transformed. But I thought the movie was fantastic.
Yeah. I want to discuss, it's not a spoiler because it's nothing like seeing this scene. It's like, jaw drop stuff. It's something how Spielberg, that dude,
the same Spielberg that wasn't right for this material. Spielberg.
That's just funny.
Steven fucking Spielberg, the dude who has revolutionized cinema multiple times in the last 50 fucking years, wasn't right for this movie. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Eric, I want to say one thing before you jump on.
The fucking goat.
The way I see it too is when we see movies. Take away, like even War of the Worlds, the bad guys were the aliens. Usually when you hear like stories is like alien abduction. You see the aliens as the bad people, the bad guys. In here, they weren't. Bro, one of the worst I felt when a director, especially Spielberg, could make you feel bad for a being from another planet, just in the scene of you hear the torture, you don't see it, but you hear it. Yeah. I felt terrible.
Yeah, it's like
that's what humans do. Humans take and humans touch and humans ruin. That's what everything we touch, we fuck up.
Yeah, and it's plenty.
Like it's an entitlement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, like Gransky, your little mini rant, like you said. Spielberg, the GOAT, and like you said, Sean, about there's a reason why David Kemp and Spielberg like working with each other. It's they've done some bangers, and so there's a scene in the movie. It's not like I said, it's nothing like seeing this scene. It starts off as cliche. So the train scene. It's like we've seen scenes where somebody's behind a car and they try to push it into the train.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Lethal Weapon 4, a movie, there's plenty. But what we don't see, I think this is the first movie we see, is what happens next. And Spielberg and Kemp turns it into one of the most tense scenes in any, the train snatches, I'm like, damn. And it was people in the theater, like when the actual like boom, I'm like, oh snap. And people, the suspense level was just like boom. And then now it's an entirely different action
is
sequence.
About emotionality.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, I mean, Like, oh boy, we know what's gonna happen. They're gonna swerve it. Oh no, that sucker got snatched up. Now they got to figure out how to get the hell out of it.
Yep.
They're fucked. How much time is left in this movie? The two leads are about to die.
Yeah, but I don't know. While we still in this movie, Emily Blunt, like, good lord,
Great,
fantastic.
like what else can you say? Like, yeah, and
great.
The charm, and other than the British charm of the great Colin Firth, even. Like, man, what is about that dude that makes you want to like him even when he's playing a complete asshole?
Mm-hmm.
That dude, like, man. But speaking of British stuff, I honestly didn't know, because every movie I saw him in, he was American. I didn't know Josh O'Connor was British.
Yep, me neither.
I'm like, what? Like, get out of here.
I've seen him
like
in 2 movies.
Well, yeah, most people. But then his big fans, they've seen him, and apparently he's on not Bridgerton, but the other show, The Crown. And he's playing.
Good for him.
But no, that's
Let me see it.
I will say this: my only negative about the movie is I wish they gave Coleman Domingo a little bit more to do.
Yeah, no, he was too busy being Michael Jackson's daddy, I guess. That dude.
But that was the only thing, because like he knew pretty much what was happening.
Yeah,
he was trying to guide them in a sense, But I wish he had a little bit more to do.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a thriller, a sci-fi thriller. I guess that's the genre through and through.
Was he one of the tennis players in Challengers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes, that's him.
3 movies.
Yeah, he said 2. Which 2 are you talking about? You talking about Wake Up Dead Man?
Wake Up Dead Man, Disclosure Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was the main. Yep, that was him.
Huh.
But yeah, and how is, I don't know, it's not doing the best at the box office.
I'm still perturbed about the music comment. That John Williams score, man, like that elevated the movie. Yeah,
it did. It's what did the person say? They said the music was old and boring.
Your mama.
Oh man, what can you?
I mean, as of now, it's made $202 million.
No, not including not terrible. Yeah,
yeah, not including whatever the weekend did for this weekend. But I feel like because critics, when they first seen it, people saying it's great, this and that. I think it's everybody else who heard that interview and those comments. They took it personal. You can't take nothing personal. It's a movie. Mm-hmm. It's fiction.
It's also an opinion.
It's also this could happen. Maybe it is happening. It's not. This is not fact. Even though supposedly Spielberg was privy to some information to help make this movie. You know what I mean? So it's like so it's an open-ended movie.
It was those videos.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, some of that footage is real Air Force military officers have said they've seen. Like some of that is real live, like real raw footage of stuff that supposedly that actually happened.
But let me tell you this: James Spielberg, have y'all seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Love that movie.
So you all remember
where it takes
when
place?
At the end, you're right. Okay, I give you that one. I do it all the time. No, at the end when the mothership comes down and the people they're coming out and they're naming who they are.
Yep.
So y'all know the significance of that, right?
No.
Oh, so supposedly these are real people who had went missing and disappeared in real life or something like that.
Interesting.
Now, I mean, this third-hand information what I'm into, but somebody brought up what we all did. Not going to get too far off track. We're going to go to the next movie. But since we're talking Spielberg and War of the Worlds, we've seen this movie with Tom Cruise.
Yep.
All right.
I don't have the energy to ask who Tom Cruise is.
Hang with me. Do you all know what Chekhov's gun is? No.
No. Nope.
So Chekhov's gun is it's a phrase that was made with plays, like stage plays. And then it carried into how movies are made. It means in the first act, when you introduce something, you have to pay it off by the third act. So
sounds like a movie.
Yeah.
So it's like dangling a carrot here that's going to get paid off at the end.
Yeah, you got to introduce something, but you have to pay it off.
Is it like every good movie ever?
Basically,
yeah, pretty much.
But something happens in World of Worlds. Somebody brought to my attention that we didn't question.
Spielberg.
Why? What is Tom Cruise's name in World of Worlds? It's Ray, right?
Steve.
It's just, Steve. Now you got me thinking. Like, what the hell was it? Look it up. No, but
Ray sounds right.
So, War of the Worlds and Chekhov's gun. Yeah, it's
Ray Ferrier.
Ray, yeah.
Okay.
So, this is short. Chekhov's gun. Why is he's not just introduced, Tom Cruise's Ray. He's introduced to doing something.
He's working when we first see him.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is his job? What is he doing specifically?
I forget.
He's a crane operator.
That's what I was gonna say. Something with a crane.
All right. Now, and somebody brought this to my attention now. At some point in that script, in the third act with the tripods, the alien tripods,
Morgan Freeman.
he had to have somehow was going to get inside one of those and operate it. Because it makes no sense for them to specifically introduce him the way they introduce him, operating this crane. Then he gets off and leave, and they have the stereotypical, "Damn it, Ray! If you weren't so good, I'll fire your ass." Mm-hmm. You know, is this a reason like that? They could have had him just leaving the job.
Yeah,
because he leaves the job to go pick up the kids. But no, they make it a thing to show how good he is doing the job. But I think somewhere the budget probably got too big or something, and they just cut it out. You know what I mean?
And then he jumped on a couch and never worked with Steven Spielberg again.
Don't get started with that. But no, that was just a thought I had. I'm like,
this is a freestyle episode, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my thought on that. I'm like, yeah, why do they? That's rather specific. I'm like, that's a hell of a point. But anyway, back to Disclosure Day, one of the best movies of the year.
Now the movie sucks.
Oh man, but don't get on Twitter. Good Lord,
that's
they're killing it. They're killing the movie for you know what? Movies hit people different ways. People feel different about movies and all that. I get that, but I feel like the comment Spielberg made, and it wasn't even comment. He was just basically, it was more open ended. Like, you know, are we gonna question ourselves? Are we gonna, you know, did this really happen, or could this happen? Like, it was just more of that, and I just feel like people took it like he was insulting them or something. Like, it just, like I said, it's wild to me how times have changed where you can't even go into a movie that's about aliens and people going and pissed off already. Like I said, I feel like people that felt upset about the comments were already going into this to hate the movie regardless. They were just going in to see what they could nitpick on the movie and do it that way. I mean,
but it's like it's not even really young people. Like, it's people in their 30s. It's people our age. It's educated people that will read some shit on social media and take it as fact. Like, people just expressing opinion. And, like,
I mean, check this out.
Not everything
critics
you read on
right
the internet
now
is true. Shit.
Critics have given Disclosure Day critics 80%. 80%. Audience 70%. So it's a well-liked movies from both views. It just seems like it's like anything else. You could do your job 9 out of 10 times right. No, great work. No. The minute you mess up once,
oh yeah,
they're on your ass. They, you know, this and that, and that seems and makes you feel like that hits harder than the 9 other times you did a great job.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like right now. Look, critics 80%, audience 70. So this is all around critics and audience a well-rounded liked movie, and yet we're hearing more the negative than the positive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting year, to say the least. But I think two of these movies that we might talk about in the immediate couple of minutes, I have an interesting question about both of them.
Well, ask that shit.
Well, what's the next movie that we're going to talk about? And I'm going to start from there.
Well, if you guys haven't seen Toy Story, we can't talk about that. I can tell you it's great, though.
But the question would be applied to that because we know the answer. But when you hear the question, you'll see. But so what's the next movie?
We can go to Supergirl.
All right. So his question.
Ass.
So the question, we hop right to Supergirl. And the other movie I was talking about that we all saw.
We're going to talk about a lot of similar shit that we just talked about, though.
Masters of the Universe.
It was fine.
Which, yeah, it was. I think we basically gave it the same rating, 3.5.
Yeah.
But I would give a great example. He was being funny, but he kind of brought up a good point I want to talk about. Merritt. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to see Thor. I mean, Masters of the Universe." You know that comparison is going to come up, but as the late great Roger Ebert said, it's not what a movie is about, it's how it's about it. Because there are plenty of similar movies, but even movies that technically can have the same plot, like, say, Armageddon and Deep Impact. But usually, always, one of the movie over the other is going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No, wait, what was that?
Usually. Always.
Yeah, always. You got them. Yeah, let's say it. Always. What's the movie? You name plenty of these movies, but yes, the first Thor, directed by Kenneth Branagh, and this movie, the comparison, yes, it's like a mythology thingy.
They didn't come out in the same year.
But not the same year, but he made that comparison.
You said Deep Impact and Armageddon. They came out in the same year. So did A Bug's Life and Ants. They all came out in 1 year.
Yeah. But what's that?
Thor knew when to be funny, and I feel like Masters of the Universe was always trying to be funny.
Yeah.
That's what I told Randy. That's what I told Randy, yep.
But my question is, we got back and forth between the two.
Well, I think I gave Thor a 3.5 too.
Yeah. Who? Masters of the Universe, directed by Travis Knight. Nepo baby.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I'm all with it, man.
If a Nepo baby is winning, like, let him win.
Yeah. Hey, he's made some. I look Kubo and the Two Strings. Hey, he makes some good stuff.
Yep. So Bumblebee. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get Bumblebee. Up to Wildwood.
Yes, which is Phantom Events, right?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I hope not. I hope it's wider than that, but no. Who is this movie for?
Me.
Who is its audience?
Masters of the Universe?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I feel like it's for little kids.
2026. But think about that.
Is it for little kids, or is it for like y'all that came up in the 80s?
That's what I'm getting at.
Because I was born in 86. Like, I kind of missed the He-Man Masters of the Universe train. Like, I'm a Ninja Turtles kid.
See, and me, to Eric's point, I grew up watching, it was at 3:30, when I got home from school, it was 3:30. Batman animated series. No, it was actually 3:30 was Thundercats.
He was already okay. Okay, we scaling it back a little bit. Okay.
3:30 was Thundercats. 4:00 was Batman the animated series. 4:30 was Thundercats. 5:00 was DuckTales. That's how it went. Like, and there was one right after another. And the thing about it is my big complaint about the movie is this: it wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just that Prince Adam, he was more like Clark Kent. it was, first off, the guy looks the same. He's always wearing a pink shirt in the cartoon. Like, it's just funny.
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's the joke.
The meme, yeah.
Right? The guy's Diesel and all that. And it's like, at the end of the day, though, he was one. He turned to He-Man. Nobody recognized him. Here, everybody knew who the heck he was.
Yeah.
And also, Adam was more aloof. He played like Clark Kent, like, goofy, and, he wasn't, he was always joking, or he just was clumsy, is more the better word.
Yeah.
When he became He-Man, he wasn't like that. I feel like in this movie, a different spin, but he was the same, which you would think that's how he would be. And it's just...
Well, they poked fun at that at the end when he
runs off to change, and it's like, don't we know? Like, it's just... But that's the thing is, I know it's... Travis Knight is trying to do a different take on it and put his own spin. But I agree with you. It's like, this is like... Movies like this was supposed to be geared towards, the grown-ups, the people that saw it in the 80s, and now they bring their kids. But also, if you think about it, usually stuff has things in between gaps to close the gaps. Besides the new, like, Kevin Smith,
the animated,
Masters of the Universe that he did, like, what was it? It was like Revolution and Evolution, whatever, like, they were combined. And then the early 2000, like, reanimated He-Man. There's no like, who the hell is He? For kids nowadays that don't even go outside. I remember growing up, we would go outside and play. Nobody goes outside and play no more. Everybody's either playing gaming or they're on their Switch or on the, like, what the hell is He-Man?
Toy Story 5.
And that's the thing is, at least Eric and I, we used to wake up, watch Saturday morning cartoons.
Hey, bro, I watch Saturday morning cartoons too.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles was in that area.
Okay, so at the end of the day is, we grew up doing that. Saturday mornings, actually, from what I hear, kids wake up, they grab their iPad or they're on
YouTube
or YouTube and all that, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, it's so different.
Yeah,
it's so, like, don't get me wrong, I got a PS4, PS5, and Xbox. I love playing games, but also I love watching movies. I'm excited. They're dropping He-Man, the original He-Man, on Blu-ray. They're dropping the whole series on Blu-ray. I'm like, I'm picking that up.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them.
No, you're right. Basically, it's like these days, nothing like how we came up. Randy mentioned, because I'm right at the age in between those two things, because the original Ninja Turtles cartoon came out in '87. And then it blew up. It was a huge phenomenon. And
hell yeah,
I was old enough to remember the tail end, but also in '87, Masters of the Universe, the live action canon movie came out.
Yep.
Which funny enough, is more faithful.
Yep.
Because the Prince Adam. So, oh man, this segue. So, Masters of the Universe is not based on a cartoon. It's based on a toy line that got turned into a cartoon. People forget that the toys came first.
Conan.
Yeah, and it was initial, and even going way deeper. It was more so based on like a Conan style mythology. They was like, we want something like this, and that's why the He-Man toy line, they couldn't get the rights to Conan.
Yep.
And so they invented. And with the He-Man toys, you got these little comic booklets.
So it was like James Bond became Indiana Jones.
Basically, just like that. And there was no Prince Adam in the toy line. They expanded upon that when the cartoon came out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and technically, the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe is more accurate because of that. Because there's no Prince Adam in that movie. He's just He-Man.
But I think that movie also inspired like the Transformers style of taking the characters you want on a cool alien planet and just throwing them on Earth.
Yeah, throwing on Earth. Yeah, but the real reason why that happened because Canon was cheap and they didn't have the budget
Canon Films. So it's funny because
they inadvertently made that subgenre.
So Canon Films was pumping out movies for fucking cheap, and I guess the stuff for Masters of the Universe was converted. The stuff they used there was converted from a different movie. I think it was supposed to be a Jean-Claude Van Damme.
So actually, it's
it was Superman 4.
It happens the other way. So they were trying to make all these movies. They had all these properties. They had Superman 4. Nobody got priority. See? So what happened is Masters of the Universe, they had everything set.
I wasn't
but Canon didn't have the funds to actually make the movie. And they basically held Mattel up for ransom. And Mattel had to make the budget. So
sell more toys.
They had a plan to make Masters of the Universe sequel, and they had an actor in mind. He was some amateur bodybuilder, and they actually start building the sets for Masters of the Universe 2, but it fell through. So they used those sets for what will become the Van Damme movie Cyborg.
I couldn't stay.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was. I knew.
They were so
penny
pinching, and they actually had the rights to Spider-Man. They were going to make Spider-Man with Michael J. Fox.
Oh. No boy.
And everything fell through because they were doing so much stuff. And
Canon Films was just pumping shit out for cheap. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. But
I feel like this He-Man itself, the history of it needs to have like a documentary. Because I was telling Randy, like the scene where, like you were saying with Conan, right? The scene where he finds the sword and he has that, what is that statue, Torok?
Yeah.
That was the design they were trying to do for the cartoon, which was based off of Conan, but they couldn't get the rights.
Yeah.
And that's what the character looked like. So what they did was they couldn't do it. So like Eric said, they switched it up, changed it. It became He-Man, but they wanted to pay homage to that original thing. So they just changed the name to that character to Torok.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's my sword.
So the mid-credit sequence. And here's the thing. When I asked who this movie for, I bet you 90% of the audience, I don't know. I'm not even going to put a number on it. I knew exactly what that was. Who that was going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, She-Ra.
I never knew they were
like,
siblings.
Man.
Yeah.
But I'm sure. Yeah. And then the end credit. Let me ask you a question before we're still on Masters of the Universe 2020. Does it matter?
No.
I had this conversation with my friend.
No.
Does it matter that Jared Leto plays Skeletor?
No. I think he did a fantastic job.
No, I'm telling you, I feel like this was the first like real acting he's done since Suicide Squad.
Which is insane because they like no marketing mentioned him.
I feel
know
like,
what I mean?
Like right before release, I feel like they were trying to like throw it out there that he was like unhappy about something.
I don't know. I don't remember hearing anything. I think it's a combination of. I heard something about that, but also a combination of like they're realizing he's box office poison.
The thing is this: why the hate? Why the hate with Jared? Like what started?
Oh, there was a very specific thing.
No, but like
go into that shit.
Like,
nah, he's a suspected pedo. Jumping into
I never heard of that.
Jumping into underage girls' DMs.
I was unaware.
Me too. Like my thing is this is like he's the lead singer for 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah,
he's the lead singer of that band, which is pretty damn well known.
You don't check a groupie's ID.
And the thing is, this is I know he's my whole thing was people say he's an oddball. He stays in character like. Yeah. Sometimes he's hard to work with because he stays into character. Like when he did, when he was the Joker, in Birds of Prey, like he stayed in character and he was sending like dead rats to like his other co-actors and like as jokes. But it was like that's why I would think why
but
people
still just sticking with that. Like the stuff you're talking about him as an actor. The thing is. I saw a great analysis video on him, and even without that, the thing is, he's not a bad actor by any stretch of the imagination. He
does have an.
He won an Academy Award.
Yeah, for Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah.
And you look at the roles, like what's the roles? With the Gucci movie.
The House of Gucci.
Oh, House of Gucci.
I'm like the only one that was like on board with that performance. I enjoyed Jared Leto in that movie.
Yes, and people don't realize he's a different actor, and it's like the question was asked: is there any other way, if you know who he's playing, to play that role? But people are just seeing Jared Leto being over the top to be over the top. But then again, he has done so. He has done roles like that, being over top just to be over the top. But I don't know. It's just, he's got this weird reputation that, I don't know. Other than the questionable thing that he does. That's why a lot of women don't like him. But a lot of people don't even know about that in general. So I don't know what it is, how he became not only the star, but, well, I just answered my own question. I'm about to say Trine Aries. I think I'm the only person that liked that movie.
I love you and me both. I loved I really enjoyed Trine Aries.
I'm like, man, this is the best two hour 9 Inch Nails music video I've ever seen. But
I enjoyed Trine Aries. I thought he did a great job. Like Blade Runner 2049. I thought he was great in that.
It is.
My thing about it too, it's like Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Once you get some sort of a bad rap, it sticks with you. But also, funny, he has this bad rap, but yet the studios and directors want to work with him.
That's the my question. Who does he? I asked, who does he have a foul on? Like, how does he still get this?
and he's getting lead roles.
That's what I mean.
It's not like, okay, like in Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey, he's the lead guy, but he's your co-lead.
Yeah.
It's not like that. He's getting lead roles.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Because like I think I mentioned, he's the producer. Somehow he gave himself, he landed the role. He presented to Disney and became a producer of Trine. I mean, he was actually auditioning actors to be in that movie. I'm like, man, y'all giving him, like, does he need to be? I mean, he's the reason, I think collectively, that Trine Aries was the flop. Like, I can't wait to see, who's saying that? Like, I can't wait. Jared Leto, I can't wait to see, because the property itself is great. And I don't know why they went that route, because
I feel like they needed to bring back.
And also, I'm sorry, we're discussing him without discussing the biggest joke of why people seem the way see it, Morbius.
I was just waiting to sneak it in. Like, at some point this year, I'm gonna watch Morbius.
Yeah, and then it became such a meme that the out of touch people, Sony?
Mm-hmm.
The out of touch people at Sony re-released the freaking movie, not realizing it was just a joke. It wasn't popular. No. Remember that?
Even
and
Jared Leto
flopped twice.
Even Jared Leto wasn't on the joke because he goes, "Hey, we're getting ready," and you see the script and it says Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
And he was even on the joke. On the joke, and it was like.
But Masters of the Universe, going back to that, it's like, I asked that because you don't see his face, and even with his voice is modulated. Yeah. It's like, man, like JoJo Shabaloo could have played it, but it's still a good performance, quote unquote.
I will say this, Skeletor, there were certain scenes that were funny, that he pulled off, that were pretty good. And like I said, there were scenes, he was goofy in the cartoon, and there were some... As a kid, you don't catch it because it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Growing up, as you get older, we watch it like, okay, that was pretty clever, or that was funny, or whatever. You know what I mean? So, as you get older, you see the same cartoon as you did as a kid, which you didn't catch, you catch now. But also, I agree with you. Like, who was this movie for? I feel like I don't want to say they dumbed it down, but I feel like that's what they did, and we're trying to get make it for the kids.
Yeah, I'm assuming their goal had to have been to get us and our children and us to introduce it to our children. They were banking on that, but it just didn't happen.
I feel like people know more about Thundercats than they do He-Man. Oh. And Thundercats haven't been around forever. Also, like the end credit scene, you said it, Eric, right away. When I seen it, that's She-Ra. I knew who that was. Yeah. None of these kids know who the hell She-Ra is.
They bout to.
And nobody's gonna know.
No, it's like, who the hell is She-Ra?
Yeah, but
a sequel's in development.
Now I don't know. We're gonna sound a certain way asking, but you have to about the next movie we're gonna discuss.
See, and I like the next movie.
Yeah,
slightly better than Masters of the Universe, I think.
But I guess it depends on who you're shopping it to, and like who is Supergirl for. There we go. Fans of superhero movies. So what the hell happened?
See, here's the thing.
Not fans of superhero movies had an opinion.
And we're gonna talk about that. Jeez, I mean, crap.
But here's the thing: there's a character very similar. Not that they fly and all that, but very similar. In the reruns of Adam West Batman, you had Batgirl. You don't. Now, granted, I hope somehow, some way, this becomes like a Coyote versus Acme thing, where somehow this it's not going to happen, gets released. It's not going to happen because they already wrote it off or whatever. But I wanted to see that. At the end of the day, it's always been the top three, the trilogy. It's been Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. That's the Trinity. That's the three for DC, the main three and all that. Yes, you've heard of Batgirl. Yes, you've heard of Supergirl, but they never pushed them.
Yeah.
The last time I saw Supergirl, it was Helen Slater, Christian Slater's sister, playing Supergirl.
Yeah.
And that was in the 80s.
But Randy, you watch the show, right?
Sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't speak on that because I love the actress. Never seen it. But how good or bad is the show? In your opinion,
it's a mid-tier DC show on the CW.
But it's a typical CW, right?
Yeah. It's
but
like
also
you gotta understand the production value and just know that you're gonna get this social justice fight of the week every week. And
see, I haven't seen it. Like I've seen the Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning. I've seen these other ones. I've never seen. I've seen Stargirl. I like Stargirl.
Okay. I take it back.
Right. I've never seen.
I think I saw the last season.
I've never seen. Also, you'll be pissed off. The first two seasons are on Blu-ray. Season 3 DVD.
I'm aware.
Yeah. So, I never got to see Supergirl. I would always see it when they did those crossovers and all that. But also, from what I heard, Superman is Superman. Supergirl. Very similar, all that. But I heard, on the show, they would use, whenever Superman would show up, they called him a jobber. He would always be like, if it wasn't for you, this couldn't have happened. And people be like, bullshit, you're Superman. You know what I mean? And that's the thing is because it's like you said earlier on something we talked about, society. We already envision Remember, George Reeves was the first character or actor to ever play Superman.
Yeah,
George
live
Reeves,
action,
live action. And that was a precedent set, and then it became, as time goes on, that was a TV show, and then you had Christopher Reeves and everybody else. But nobody was ever pushing side characters at the time, like and it's a very small group. I used to collect comic books. My nephew collects comic books now, and all that, and he's into all this. Mm-hmm. It's a small group. Like we see ourselves, physical media. We collect it. We're a small community. We may think we're a big community because we hang out with people that are like-minded.
Yeah, likewise, yeah.
Like-minded. So we think, oh, shit, everybody does it, but it's not. This is a small community, small group.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're going to know more about Supergirl if you read comics. That's even a smaller community. If you read comics, you're going to know about all these characters and all that. Like, for example, growing up, Iron Man, who the fuck was Iron Man? Yes, Tony Stark. He was a B character. Black Panther was a C character. Now, when you make movies, they're top dogs in movies. It's you have the main, Spider-Man and all that, and Hulk, or you have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman in DC. But unless you read comics, you're really going to know who Supergirl is in that universe or in that world. But when it comes to movies, how many Supergirl movies do we even have?
Well, 42 years ago, we got one.
2.
Yeah.
That I know of, Helen Slater and this one. And besides the Supergirl TV show, that's that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure we all heard the news that came out.
She was also in
I don't
The
know.
Flash.
Was that?
She was also in The Flash.
The Flash. Yeah, and we're going to discuss that. That's a whole, And it's funny, in that Flash movie that, you're taking a back seat. Because to me, what made that movie is Batman and Supergirl. I'm like, They were two of the better elements. If you want to,
Nicolas Cage.
Oh my goodness,
that was crazy.
But it's like, bro, like we talking about reviews and shit. I saw a review the other day talking about the acting drunk and hungover is a boring character trait. We saw Superman a year ago. She came in stumbling and shit. We met the character a year ago. If you gonna go in and criticize how the character is, like that's some lazy shit.
Yeah.
We like Superman literally set up this movie. She likes to party on Yellow Sun Planet so she can feel the liquor. You knew what this movie was gonna be. And I still enjoyed the shit. Millie Alcock, is that her name?
Yeah, she was fantastic. She was perfect casting.
She was great. And she's why you watch the movie. Like, not some obsession level Indy Navarrete, you know, but she is the face of the movie and she held it down. I think she pulled some Brie Larson shit and she started thinking for herself and she had her own opinion and all these fucking insecure
it's like
small PP having
the Twitter,
ass dudes.
Let's call them what they are. These Twitter incels seem to be so triggered.
Yes, but just what I was finna hit on the what's her name? The little sidekick chick. I think that subplot was stale. She was basically, Eric, pull up my fucking review. She was basically Indigo Montoya. You killed my family, prepare to die.
Yeah.
And I thought Cream de la Cream of the Yellow Hills was a boring villain. Other than that, this movie was super fun. I enjoyed it.
Eve Ridley is the actress name. She played Ruthie.
But like, I enjoyed it despite it not feeling as fresh. And everybody's bitching about a comic book movie that didn't have a post-credit scene. She's sitting there with Clark setting up the sequel. Shut up. Not every comic book movie needs a post-credit scene.
And let's talk about what we're talking about that. But I'm going to ask you, you mentioned a villain. What did you say about him again?
He was
boring as fuck.
Okay, now check that out.
He was dull.
What I just mentioned, the news that came out.
Non-menacing.
Is the news that just recently came out that's been confirmed that there were two cuts of the movie that got screened.
That
so supposedly one of the cuts had like I don't know what it is about these villains. One of the cuts had a lot more of Creme
of the Yellow Hills.
doing or having at least more character development, and that's the version that we didn't see. A lot of his role got cut.
But I'm also, in the past 3 or 4 years, I'm so sick and fucking tired of seeing all these stupid-ass fan pages who do every single fucking thing they can to try to cut down how James Gunn is running the studio. So
that's true.
As a studio head, he made a call and he put out the release that he thought would be better.
Yeah.
Players fuck up. The Superman sequel is still coming. Clayface is still coming. Supergirl is not a bad movie. The release we got is not a bad movie.
Nah, yeah, for whatever you want to call it, you can't call it that. Because I liked it. I didn't leave the theater mad.
Exactly.
Like,
it's a serviceable, enjoyable.
Yeah,
it was okay.
3.5, 7 out of 10, whatever.
I gave it a 5 out of 10. Like, it was in the middle. It wasn't the worst movie I ever saw. It wasn't the great. Like, it was just like, I want to rewatch it again.
So do I.
But also the
more hate I see, the more I want to watch it again.
And it's like, it's the way I see it as a studio head, though, is he's in a no-win situation. Well, he's in a no-win situation in the sense of this. DC, before he took over, wasn't doing great. You start off with Superman. Great beginning. But that made over 600.
But that shit that Eric pointed out last week. Now whatever DC puts out now, everybody's acting like DC was on top of the world 10 years ago. And everybody was wiping their ass with everything DC did 10 years ago too.
Yeah.
Like Superman alone, if you combine Shazam 2, Blue Beetle, and like 2 other movies, that's what Superman did on itself.
And again, all good watchable movies that nobody went to see.
Yeah.
But also, it doesn't help. I'm going to push back on it, but it doesn't help when James Gunn is taking over the studio and you still got Blue Beetle, Shazam, and all that. and he comes out saying, "Yeah, this is it."
They don't, and basically they don't matter. Maybe Blue
They don't
Beetle
matter.
does, but
when you do that, then why am I going to go? We're going to go see it regardless. But
yeah.
Normie's going to be like, well, then what the hell am I going to go see? He should have waited till they came out.
Yeah, but you know what?
And then do that.
Facts.
It was an even messed up situation because you got another knucklehead talking about the hierarchies changing. He was fighting. He was fighting against that also.
Well, what else can he say except "you're welcome"?
Yeah, that's funny. No, but like what you were saying with Supergirl is, I think I want to rewatch it again, but also it's the same thing they were saying about Captain Marvel. You have, and this is the thing is, when it came to Marvel, the first 25 movies were man leads, leading men. The minute there's a female lead, there's a problem. And that's the thing is like, why?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
It's whether you like the movie or not, it's always an issue. The first 25 Marvel movies, 24, 25 Marvel movies, maybe even 26, the lead role was a man. The minute Captain Marvel, and it made $1 billion, and it was an issue.
But it's like the original Wonder Woman is like the only female-led movie that like dodged those bullets. Every other Wonder Woman sequel, both Captain Marvel, Supergirl, let's bash it just because.
The thing is, I hope James Gunn doesn't get thrown into this in the sense of these, like we're saying, DC like before, it was okay, it was hit or miss, and then towards the end it just died. You start off with Superman. Great beginning to this new DC universe. You're turning it around. As of right now, Supergirl hasn't even hit 90 million. I think it's like at 89 million worldwide. And it's on its, second weekend?
Really?
It hasn't even hit 100. Now, here's the thing. I hope people don't bail out and be like, see, it's back to the same shit. You know what?
Right.
We're done with DC unless it's now a James Gunn directed film. And here's the thing, and I'm going to play devil's advocate. Let's say, Man of Tomorrow, the second one, the sequel, does great again. Now you have 2 or 3 movies, not projects, movies that did well. Both are James Gunn. The one that he didn't direct is not James Gunn. Playing devil's advocate, do you think he should focus on then just being the studio head?
I would like to play Clayface's advocate.
But we haven't seen the movie yet. I'm just saying this is what
you messed up the count.
Okay, let's say Clayface isn't that great. That's my point.
I don't want to live in that world.
Me neither. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But let's say Clayface isn't that great, and it's just the 2 movies he's done. Does he now be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this? First of all, I think once his contract's up, I think he's out. For other reasons, he's out. I think.
But you know what? Even I don't think it's not a Marvel problem. It's not a DC problem. It's a way bigger problem that has a way harder fix. And I'm glad I'm glad James Gunn and the people at Marvel have tried this because the bigger problem is just like how many. Okay, let's try this. How many MCU movies that you were talking about that exist? Well, it's over 30 now, right?
Yeah, it's over 30 now.
All right, and even with the DC movies, and even with the Sony movies, off the top of your head, I bet we can name 10 movies from either one of those that stars male lead superheroes, right?
Easy.
Like combined, easy. Name 10 female led superhero movies.
Wait. There's only 3.
Wait. All time?
Are we going through like all history? All history?
We got 2 Supergirls.
4. There's 2 Supergirls. We got
2 Wonder Woman.
Captain Marvel and the Marvels. That's the only 4.
2 Marvels.
And now already there.
Black Widow.
Already there. That's the issue.
Madam Web.
Yep.
I'm stuck in
And you
it.
see, you
That's
didn't
it.
see. Now
That's
check
it.
it out. Now let me finish.
Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I don't even.
Electra.
I try
10,
to. I try.
10.
There you go.
10.
Now check it out.
Catwoman. I
Now,
try to erase from my memory. That's
It
True
exists.
enough.
That's not good.
It's a comic book movie that exists, starring a lead
it
led
does.
by a
Now here's
woman.
the problem with that.
It sucks.
Yeah, the whole thing that you hit. Oh man, I didn't realize that was gonna work so well. You being as good as you are. All of us on here, we're diehard cinephile movie buffs. You hit a road bump right there.
I got over it though.
Yeah, they're the truth.
You
And
did.
now imagine hardcore cinephile you are, collector movie buff we are. Imagine asking a casual moviegoer that question.
They
I
couldn't
bet
even
you
name
they don't.
Supergirl.
And the thing is, what I mean is the bigger problem is
Ballistic X versus Sever.
oh no, that's not a comic movie. That's just a shitty movie.
Oh, good.
I like that shitty movie. That was a fun shitty movie.
It was.
Does Spider-Verse count?
But the bigger issue is just the opportunity for, like, there's a movie. It's a one-off. It's not part of any franchise. It's a batshit crazy movie.
Tank Girl.
Tank Girl. How did you know I was going there?
I was joking. I was trying to make a random pull.
And that's
Lori Petty, right?
That's what I was
Yeah.
going for. It was a movie they took a chance on. It was from an obscure, not even popular or not even really successful comic, but they made it. And these are the type of this is way back in early, it was 95.
Yeah.
And these are the type of movies they don't take chances on. You know, they want to go to the popular, the Supergirl, that's fine. But, man, y'all got to come out swinging. And as much as I didn't have a problem with Supergirl 2026, but the thing is, I don't think that movie really came out swinging. And I think the issue is, it's not even James Gunn, it's the marketing.
Yeah.
It's the marketing, like, yes, it's a female character, but you can't approach it like tunnel vision, simple-minded, like, oh, she's a girl, we got to market it, and only let's do the makeup thing and, treat her just as another superhero.
You can't let a room full of old white dudes who've never read a comic or know or
Yes.
understand the material.
And I think a lot of marketing is buckling under that goofy-ass pressure. And because... yeah, it sucks. This movie doesn't deserve to be doing as bad as it's doing box office.
I agree. I thought by now at least be like closing in around the 150 mark.
Yeah.
175. It's not even at 90 minutes, like at 89 something. But also, it's like you were saying, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And all those, like Randy pulled out the 10.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, because like I thought when you first mentioned that, I was like, oh, all of it. Eventually, I would have gotten to maybe Black Widow, but then after that, I didn't even think of Madam Web or Catwoman or even
count?
Elektra.
Can I count Eternals?
You know what? I was thinking about that. Eternals is one of the biggest, like, man, not as in terms of the quality of the movie, but like what happened.
Can I count Thunderbolts? I got 12.
They said Thunderbolts. I mean,
Yelena is
right?
the lead.
I mean, think about it. Yeah,
that's true.
See, and that's the thing is, but like Eric said, we love movies. We collect. When you said, I said 4 right off the top, which was the 2 Supergirls, Captain Marvel, and the Marvels. And even the Marvels, it wasn't even a main lead. It was just 3 women in there. They just threw them together.
And that shit is dope. I will
and
Randy
like myself. Yeah, Randy, like myself, really loved the Marvels. It's just, unfortunately, it was just caught up in post-Endgame phase. I think nothing that has to do with the quality of that movie is why it failed. It's
we're gonna get to December, and everybody's gonna be like, "Why is she with Beast? Why is she with the X-Men?" Well, you should have fucking watched the Marvels.
Well, the funny thing about it too is, I feel like Supergirl, like you were saying, there's a different cut because of Krem, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like Supergirl, they rearranged quite a bit, because the scenes where they flash back and telling her story, that was supposed to be like the emotional beats of why she was the way she is. I feel like they should have started a little bit with that, like that first scene where you don't know what happened. they're just walking. She sees Crypto, the little
Yeah,
dog,
they
and
do
she
the little
takes him and all
flash.
that.
Yeah, the initial flashback.
Yep. They should have started the movie, I say, with that, and then maybe cut to her. And then go from there, because they're like, okay, okay, this is how she found Crypto. So they just, because you don't know what the
I
meaning
suspect,
of that is at the time.
It's after he got hurt, so I just take it like a memory. You know?
Yeah.
No, but like, what? Not many people know her origin story. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows Superman's origin story,
Crypto
or
is
Spider-Man,
Superman's
or no.
dog.
But even with that, they changed it a bit for this movie.
Yeah, they
her
did.
original.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. But also, I feel like
which was kind of cool. Yeah.
If they would have started with that, because remember, she's sleeping, and I know they're trying to hit the comical stuff, with opening it up with Crypto, the opening scene and pissing on the newspaper which shows a picture of Superman.
Yeah.
I get all that, it worked, but also I feel like it could have started with that scene, and nobody knew what that meant yet. People just would assume, oh, this is how she found Crypto. That's, you know what I mean? Not knowing it was her mom's funeral. You know what I mean? Like, that's would have hit differently as going on. And then when she really tells Ruthie her story, that would have hit differently, rather than, it was supposed to be, comical and all that. But also, my wife made a good point, Shelby, in the sense of, she goes, I feel like it was like Mad Max. They were trying to bring, had a Mad Max vibe to it, with Guardians mixed in.
Yeah.
And if you think about it,
you know what? And that's another thing I want to talk about. I think
kind of is.
It's not a bad comparison.
The movie has I think it's by design though. The movie has kind of like a drab look to it. Yeah. Or a really browned space. Yeah, I think it works for the movie.
Yeah.
It gives a contrast to the Superman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's what I really enjoy about this character, this version of Supergirl, and the movie. Like, it's not trying to be another Superman,
right?
And I say this shit every fucking time I can. Clark sees the good in people. I see the truth. Like, the way that they hit home on that, she's coping, she's grieving, she's trying to adapt. He didn't see Krypton get destroyed. She did more than once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? And you just hit on the head right now. Like, even me, just now I realize it's, when you see a superhero movie, what is the movie? It's how he became a superhero. Then he didn't tell his friends the secret and they get pissed off at him, and then he redeems himself. Not every superhero is made the same.
Mm-hmm.
People go through, us three have gone through some tough shit in life.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a bit pick ourselves up and continue. And basically, we create ourselves in that sense. Like, okay, we've gone through this. I've seen this happen before. I'm not doing that again.
Better
and
raise
then
up off your shoulders and make that money.
Yeah.
And get
right. So at the end of the day is like you said, Clark was a baby. Left. She didn't even know what Krypton was.
Yeah.
She was on a chunk of Krypton that they renamed later, and she saw her family and that died and go. So it's two different experiences.
And
two different experiences.
He's trying to pressure her into just following the same path he did. And clearly she can't do that shit. Like, she knew her Kryptonian parents. She's dealing with that loss. And this movie is a self-discovery of, maybe I should give Clark's Way a try.
And that's the thing is too, like you said, even now, it just dawned on me, when Clark landed, he left as a baby. When he got out, he was a child.
Yeah.
A strong mother effing child, but he was a child. And the Clarks raised him, and that's all. And that's all he knew. Even in the Christopher Reeves, even in the ones with Christopher Reeves, that's what he knew. That was his mother and father until he went to the North Pole, and he created, his castle and all that. And then with the crystals, that's when he realized who his true dad was. And even then, he was a grown-ass man.
Mm-hmm. Originally, she left before him, got trapped in the Phantom Zone, and that's why he's older than her. See, I'm not mad at the change. I would have liked to see an original origin, but I'm not mad.
See, and that's the thing, though. Like, it's, even though, Christopher Reeve's version or even all those other versions, those are my parents, but they're like lost relatives or uncles and aunts. That's your mother and dad. But are they like, they know information of where I came from, so I'm going to listen to them because that's the information where I came from. But these are my parents, because that's how he sees it, where she lost her parents, and now she's here. Even Clark is a stranger to her.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
That's her cousin, but she's a stranger. He's a stranger to her. Remember, when she landed, he knew about her. She really didn't know about him.
He didn't speak Kryptonian.
Nope.
Am I tripping, or like does past like Superman versions, does he like go to like a holographic Jor-El for advice?
Yes, he does.
Not this version.
No, this version he only has the recording.
Nah, but I'm saying like now that like he knows the mentality.
They change it up, and he knows what they really wanted.
He wanted Kal-El.
But there's a lot of
go around
the overall
impregnating the Kryptonian seed. Bradley Cooper is a pervert.
Bradley Cooper.
Who, side note, he's gonna do the Ocean's prequel, and like I don't know if I can watch a movie with Margot Robbie and Monica Barbaro in the same thing.
Oh man, that is gonna be something.
But like we gotta cap it off here. We only got 5 minutes left. I ain't think we was gonna fill up this much time, honestly. But you know, Rocket be talking.
Yeah, don't listen.
No, it was some good stuff in, but
first of all, just drop a comment. Let us know what y'all thought about some recent releases. I'm thinking next episode will just be Odyssey reaction. Why not?
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, at least one of the two of y'all probably gonna love that shit so much you gonna like be glued to the theater seat, and we gonna have to put y'all on a milk carton anyway. Rocket.
Love that.
Yeah, so that's what we hitting on in 2 weeks. I'll be back to put a wrap on this bitch. It's Rec League. Yo, man, I promise I had some bars, but I forgot that shit. I ain't had no capabilities to record or jot that shit. Whatever you think you spittin', please stop that shit. Whoever gassing you lied, cause it is not that shit. Hoes from the way back mad, they ain't had no luck with me. The way that they spin it though, they ain't ever fuck with me. Depending where that seed got left, who claiming custody? I be trying to tell y'all not to put no trust in me. Too many ladies tramping, get around like a cul-de-sac. 30 below, mid-December, I still got the coldest raps. I said you been told lies, you not good, fuck who told you that, it's a load of crap, you young dudes is trash. I know code when I'm told I'm old and whack, the self-pity shit crazy, it really be killing me. Y'all don't see me for a minute because I'll be making moves in invisibility. Ain't another one as real as me, don't ever test my agility, testing my skills get you evicted out the facility. And chill till the next episode.